All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome to our live stream for Origin Crisis. I'm joined tonight by Jesse Benjamin, known as Locke on the forums. He's our design director.
Hello.
And it's very appropriate that, when you're on the show for the first time that we haze you. So I kind of gave Jesse a line about how his chair needed to be a little lower for framing and composition reasons, but that really wasn't true. I just wanted to feel
really?
like, I had, it's not. Would you like to adjust it now? Because
yes.
You look so cute and short sitting there
I don't know
next
how to
to me.
adjust it, though. I think it's locked in place.
It's like on the side.
That's on that side?
One of these sides. It's that side. Come on, buddy. Get up here. Get some altitude. Or if you can't fix it, we're just going to have you down low the whole time.
Yeah, I think we're... It's locked. There's a lock over here.
All right, I'll fix it halfway through. There might be some other prizes in store for you as we go through here, and I'm sure people will let you know. But welcome to our live stream. We're really looking forward to showing you some stuff tonight. You guys have been working like crazy on this.
Yes, we have.
So what are we showing?
We're going to show the operation for Ultimate, was it Brother in Arms?
Yes, Brother
We're
in
going to be
Arms
showing the hero version of it, so you'll see the evil Metropolis and the evil Superman and whatnot.
So what if Superman went bad?
Right.
What effect would that have on the city? Lex would run around unchecked, getting his way. So we're going to show you that. And we're joined by a few of our devs, which we'll get to in a second. And then after that, we're going to show you a couple of the iconic anomalies, the solo missions that we go through, where you play as Bizarro and as Huntress and experience their origins. Let me see if there's any other business I need to get to here. Jet. Actually, I just wanted to introduce you a little more too, in case people don't know exactly who you are. But this is my partner. He's my he's my savior every day we go through this project. I kind of dream up some ideas, and Jesse takes those to the design team, and the rest of the team makes those happen. So they hate you for it sometimes, but. Yep. You rock.
Thank
So
you.
all this content that you have coming out here, this man right here, big part of it. So let's get into the operation and show some people what's going on. Let me go over into the game here.
And now that I'm on the spot, I'll probably do my worst game ever here.
Oh, fail on that. It almost looked like we ended the cast right there. There we go.
Why do I look so short? It's because he put me in a short chair. I'm actually over 6 foot tall.
Yeah, he is pretty tall. I get intimidated when somebody competes with me, so I had to lower him down. We'll fix it for you. It's there, I promise.
I'm sure it is.
Okay, so we're in the Speed Force tunnel here, and actually we're joined by 3 of our developers who work on the content team. Thomas Larson, known as what is his forum name? T Lantern. That's right, yeah. T Lantern. He's Save Polar Bears here. We have Dizzy Kraken, who you know as Dizzy Kraken on the forums. That's Donovan Kennedy, our lead content designer, and we're joined by Hajal on the forums. Hajal, which is very Danish, very Viking.
Yeah, we'll fix that.
What's that?
So we'll fix that.
Yeah, so that's Mikkel, and he's on here with us too. So we've actually already skipped forward past the Central City portion of this, which you've probably seen in some videos, and through the Speed Force tunnel to get you to this alternate reality. Because as you know, DLC 2 Lightning Strikes was actually a part of this storyline, which was bridged since launch to DLC 7. It was sort of like the effect of the cause that is happening here. So what's really cool is you run through these tunnels and these operations, you kind of run into some of the rogues that you saw in that duo back then. They're going to, and the Titans as well, are running through here through time and space. So look out for those guys. Do we attach a feed to that, by the way?
I don't remember offhand.
Let's say, hey, Dizzy. If you remember and you're in chat there, let us know. I actually can't remember right now.
Bang Bang might know.
Oh yeah, that's true too. Is that
That's y'all.
That's y'all. Okay. So we've skipped through that part right here, and we're just going to go straight to the alternate Metropolis version, so you can see what that's all like. Okay. Why don't we go ahead and go through? Check this out. Everyone's favorite loading screen. The question was, do we have any feats for the sightings and the inside the Speed Force tunnel when you see the Titans and the rogues? Okay, so here you can see alternate Metropolis. We've got, like, basically imagine a version of Metro where you know, Superman just isn't there to sort of check Luthor's ambition, what would happen? Well, he'd pretty much probably own the city, right? So we really have that kind of feel here where we've taken a portion of Metropolis, and they actually did. You want to talk about some of the significant changes they made to this map, actually? Because it is different than the normal Metro.
Yeah, we rearranged it. We moved LexCorp Tower in a different location, so it's more central. I think it's near Glenmorgan Square now.
Yeah, you kind of get your choice of where you want to put it when you're running all of the permits for the city at that point,
Pretty
right?
much,
Yeah, we're going to put it right in the middle.
But we got all the propaganda up. We got, you know, Lex Luthor over there. We got Green Arrow captured.
I love that,
here.
the Green Arrow captured. There's a similar one in Gotham, right, with Gordon?
I think so.
Yeah, Gordon's getting busted and thrown into jail
Yeah.
in the corrupt version of Gotham.
So we got a lot of good signage out here to help sell it, and you see the LexCorp guys are all out in force out here now.
Okay, and Dizzy Kraken says, yes, as you're going through the Speed Force, keep your eye out for various opposite faction guys, Titans and Rogues, because there is a feat for defeating them all as you're going through these tunnels, so keep that in mind. Okay, why don't you start walking us through the content here, Jesse, and we'll come along for the ride.
Sure. So we've just been sent to the Ultimate Metropolis, and we're here to investigate, so we go to our little convenient little arrow here.
We'll let the camera tell the story itself.
Basically, obviously, this is not the Metropolis we left.
Yeah. We have LexCorp forces patrolling the streets. Oh, and by the way, I forgot to mention, MEPS is in fact in the MEPS cave. MEPS, that's what they've called your remote location, the MEPS cave now.
I saw that. That's pretty sweet.
Yeah, so it's official. And I think it was Just Stand Me or something like that coined that. So thanks for that. That's great.
All right.
So what's going on in the MEPS cave? You're going to be watching questions and throwing them to us when we need them?
Yep. So if you guys have questions out in chat, I'll try to grab them and relay them to the guys. And if I miss it, it's probably because I'm working on creating my plaque so that my MEPS cave is named correctly.
Oh, God. I feel really bad for you being so low. I'm going to come around here and fix your chair while you play.
Go for it.
All right, go for it. Keep talking.
Okay, well, as you can see, what we're trying to do here, let me get back on screen, is we have to cause some mayhem here to some LexCorp guys. So we're going to go over here and we're going to destroy some vehicles. Some of them you see, this one won't be shielded, will it? No. Some of them will be shielded, and we'll have to take some bombs over and break the shields away. Sorry, I don't talk much when I play.
I'll fill it in
Please.
for you when you need. What are you? You're playing Nature.
I'm playing Nature.
Obviously, we have a Quantum guy. That's probably Dizzy as your controller, right?
Yes.
And y'all is Bang Bang, our DPS, and Save Polar Bears is our tank, who looks like he is Ice, which makes sense for Save Polar Bears.
My PvP guy is Vanilla Ice, and I play Mental.
Trying to make a statement?
No, just I'd like to confuse people.
Oh, I see. They go by the name and think they're running up against a tank, and
Exactly.
no.
I'm just going to follow my tank there. Come on, Polar Bears.
So we were going through development in this, and you know, I think in our open world in the city, sometimes we don't put as much pedestrians and traffic in some of these high content areas. But one of the things we wanted to do with this alternate metropolis, especially since it was instanced, and we wanted to up the kind of traffic and the pedestrians that you see in here. So the city.
I gotta go down behind me.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh, this is what we were worried about.
What we did is we went ahead of them. Remember that? We had that problem with
Oh
them
yeah,
too far
Jesse
ahead.
and I fight all the time when we play internally because I'm apparently a terrible tank because I run ahead of the group too fast. Oh, that was, you shouldn't have gotten up. That's
Well, it looked
why-
like we were going to recover, I thought, but
Yeah.
we did not.
All right, let's rally, get centered. I told
So
these guys.
the people
yeah,
want to know, what gear are you guys wearing today?
we're just in tier 4.
Tier 4.
Straight tier 4,
Tier 4.
as if they're starting fresh on DLC day. There's no trinkets, no hats, no nothing. This is as you would see it on launch day and the power that would be available to you currently at that time.
All right, Polar Bears, go for it. Assuming you're listening to me.
Yeah, this will be
Somebody ran ahead there.
Did they?
Yeah, see that
Nice.
ahead there?
Well, follow your tank.
That's right.
Keep the healer and the tank together. Anyone who doesn't follow, it's their own fault.
Yeah.
Oh, that was Bang Bang. Well, he's a Viking, so you can understand why he would berserk his way right forward there. A fellow Dane. Love those quantum effects. So cool. Okay, and we are on Smallville, so we're going to be getting lockboxes like crazy here because
Smallville is our internal server.
Yes, it's an internal. Sorry, yeah, it's one of our internal test servers, and we do have some accelerated lockbox dropping, so that's why you're going to see so many. It is not anything to do with a change to the game.
Oh, I just realized my loadout's wrong.
Oh, double nature fail.
Yep.
Alright, we'll give you time to change that if you need. Alright, so you got to go around and look for the LexCorp vehicles. You're going to be destroying these Cerberus units, which are really cleverly placed. They're flying up in the air, and then obviously gathering the intelligence dossiers. One thing I like about this, the LexCorp here, is that all of the like kind of platforms that are up above here, if you just look up a little bit when you're done doing your loadout. No, it's fine.
I was still in combat, apparently.
You'll see that there are like turrets lining those areas up there, so there's a lot of stuff up high for you to watch out for. Not just the Cerberus units, but some of those turrets as well. It's literally like Lex has this, you know, kind of police state going on.
And people are a little bit confused. This is part of Origin Crisis.
Yes,
this is part of the DLC.
This is DLC 7 Origin Crisis content in which you're going to alternate versions of Metropolis and Gotham City. Sorry, I'm assuming some people have already heard a little bit about this, so let me back up. With Origin Crisis, you're getting 2 brand new raids. We featured one of those on our Friday Night Legends webcast this last Friday with Odyssey, and we showed you some of the Nexus Reality raid. There's also a Paradox Wave raid, which you can go check out on the PC. If you're a Legendary on PC, you can go check that out on the test server. And there's 2 operations, one called Brothers in Arms and the other, or Brothers in Arm, and the other is called Family Reunion. The Brother in Arms storyline is actually 2 different operations, one for heroes and one for villains, that deal with alternate versions of Metropolis, and they explore what would have happened if Superman's origin or upbringing was slightly changed and he went evil and joined Lex, or what if the opposite happened? Somehow Lex Luthor was brought over to the side of good, and he teamed up with Superman to create a more utopia, perfect version of Metropolis instead of this sort of like police state with a dictator at the head of it. And then the one in Gotham, obviously, is called Family Reunion, and you might get an idea of how and where and when you're monkeying with Batman's origin to change that city. A little something to do with his family.
There we go.
Check that out. All right. Let's try and get your loadout set here.
Oh.
Okay, here, I'll type to them.
Thank you.
So with this being an operation, can you run across other groups?
Jesse, where are the...
Central City and the museums where you'll run to other groups. And this part, it's solely you. It helps with the fiction that you're the one who's back in time, or not back in time, in a different time stream.
We wanted to... We definitely learned a lot from Hand of Fate in terms of what people liked and didn't like about the operations. So we feel that they offer some really compelling gameplay. In the sense that you can get out into the open world, see some other people while you're out there, but we obviously, with certain boss fights and when it kind of got to the more challenging areas, people wanted a more controlled challenge. So what we've done here is we've threaded this operation through several zones. Some are public, some are private. This starts out in a very public zone in a new version of Central City. Then it goes through the Speed Force tunnels, which are public, so you might see other people running around in there. Let's say you're having trouble with your group kind of pushing through to the alternate version of Metropolis here. Maybe you can wait for somebody and push through with them because they'll help you out. Or if you just want to blaze through because you got the stats, you get there faster. So here we are, arriving in arriving in Metropolis. This will be for you and your group. You'll be moving on with the operation from here. We'll tell you a little bit about public and private. Actually, it's pretty much private from here on out.
It's private from here on out. Yep.
Yeah. So public as it starts, and then it gets more private as it goes.
So now we're looking for the other memory core here.
Okay. Bit of a skybox change here too, right?
Oh yeah, I think so.
Yeah, so
yeah.
A little cloudier,
a
little darker and more ominous in this evil version of Metropolis. Actually, and we have a Gotham has a
brighter.
daytime version, actually. We're always debating whether or not it's sunrise or sunset. I guess it depends on how optimistic you are with how the storyline has changed. But you'll see Gotham in daylight. Look at your counter mechanic awesomeness. Oh, was that polar bear?
No, it was me.
It was polar bear.
It was me.
Alright, where are they going?
Whoa! I saw it coming the last
Yeah, I
second.
know. I was like, there's a giant electric ball floating at you.
Alright, here we go.
So
Oh, they got me.
What's going on here is you can see there's a lot of protests breaking out in the streets too, and they're actually taking these people and kind of locking them up in these detention centers. So the civilians are not very happy with the state of things, and LexCorp forces are patrolling the street and trying to keep them all in line. So in fact, and if you get out of line, they have these kind of temporary detention centers that they throw you in. This is like the naughty pen or something. You get a timeout and you get put in here.
There's another one of those balls.
Wow. You got a little turret up there. Security for the pen.
Oh, I got countered. Not sure from where.
Loadout change seems to have made a difference for you, sir.
It helps a little bit when I can do my flash heal there and
Yeah.
get all my heals back.
So when you actually put the healing
Yeah.
power on your bar. After you guys are done with this objective, I might turn the sound up just a hair.
Dude, he's getting hammered over there.
Oh,
Yeah.
people are behind you. And you play with a controller, right?
I
You're
do.
like me, yeah. We are on the PC right now, but playing with a controller.
Wow.
That's how I roll too. Why? Because, man.
I actually played on the keyboard for the first year and then switched.
Yeah, I just like the feel of it better. I don't know. Our game is very unique in this space in that it really plays like an action game. So I'm just used to playing those on the controller, and it just feels right for me. Plus, I'm a tall guy and I have ginormous hands, so y'all don't make keyboards my size. You need to make giant keyboards with big preschool size keys for me.
Y'all.
Y'all.
Wow.
You've been here that long now.
I
huh?
have.
Oh, here's a question.
Okay.
How strong do you need to be to enter this op?
The
CR?
minimum I think is 84.
Yeah, CR 84.
Should know that, but when I'm on the spot, I don't.
Testing you.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks, Meps.
No problem. I knew the answer if you didn't.
Oh, thanks for just not answering it yourself.
Well, it'd be weird if I was just talking to myself.
Do you want us to? Should I come over there and get you a beer in the Meps cave or something? Are you relaxed?
I'm good. We have
Okay.
beer.
All right. Who's in there with you?
Can't say, really.
Oh. All right. So what's the objective here?
We just freed all those people, and so now we're getting jumped for it.
Okay. It's the tech troopers.
Yep. So now we're trying to kill them all. Or,
So-
sorry, knock them out.
Do you go for the turrets at all? Or you just let them kind of do their thing and
They're not.
concentrate on these
They're
guys?
more annoying than deadly, so I kind of ignore them until we get the deadly guys out of the way.
Okay. I have this urge to yell at these people over here, like, run!
Run! What are you
run!
doing?
What are you waiting for?
Well, they grew up in this bad area.
Yeah.
They don't know what to do.
If I run, they'll just find me.
Yep.
They'll come to my home. Ugh, you and Aerostorm.
I prefer Flurry, but there was more than one there, so.
Alright, good. Watch out! Bang Bang gets hit. Alright, I want to get some voice going here. Hold on a second. Can you park it?
Yep.
We're missing good Kevin Conroy stuff right now. Alright. There we go. Little bit more. Alright, let us know if game sounds get too loud or anything, people. And we will adjust. Alright, go for it. Hopefully they're not dying somewhere.
Doesn't look like it.
I really like what they've done with the city and moving the tower into a different spot. It really just feels very different in here, especially just the lighting and time of day and kind of the storminess overhead gives it a very ominous feel. Whoa!
Hello.
So how big is this map? Is this the whole Metropolis?
No, it's not. It's how many blocks would you say it is?
It's about half, again, to 75% bigger than Central City.
Okay. All right. So it's bigger than Central City, but it's not the whole city because we don't need the whole city to pull off this operation. It really focuses around LexCorp Tower and this area of this version of Metropolis. So as you can see, though, we are traveling several blocks all in each of these directions and seeing a good portion of this new version of Metropolis. But no, it is not the whole city. You won't be like going to Little Bohemia and Chinatown and stuff like that.
So as you can see, we're trying to draw Luther out. So we're taking out his lieutenants, and there was some VO there that just played. Oh.
Don't stand in the reticle. Yeah, so they're basically you're trying to get his attention as if, you know, this is a guy in this reality who's not used to people challenging him, and when they do, he, you know, takes care of them. There really aren't many superheroes left in this version of reality because, well, Superman kind of did his thing and clamped down on anyone else other than him and Lex. Or who they align themselves with and chose to kind of let out here. Everyone else is sort of like underground. And so what you're trying to do is really make a public display of defiance, so much so that Luther has to come answer you, or answer it. Look out. Electric ball. Everyone move. Backup unavailable. Is that what he said?
That's what he said. All units deployed, backup unavailable.
People are saying the effects might be a little too loud for
okay.
the voice.
Let me do that after this fight because I don't want
Let me wipe
to
the
be
group
the
real
cause
quick.
of a wipe here. I'll turn up the voice a little bit. Keep that volume down.
Oh, roll.
Just and me, no, Brothers in Arms and Family Reunion are not in the same universe. So as the councils of Luthers and Batman down in the Nexus of Reality have been monkeying with time and stealing origin artifacts, they're actually creating parallel universes. These parallel universes are entirely unique and separate from each other.
You dare show contempt
Oh, there's Lex.
for my rule of law. Such disobedience. I'll take care of you
There's
myself.
Lex.
I lost one.
Oh. There we go. Heal. Get him up. Yes. Recovery. Whoever said the effects volume was too loud, that was your fault. We'll forget about the part where I raised the volume up.
What part?
Yeah, exactly. Thanks for you got my back on that one.
Got your back. I don't know what you're talking about.
Even after I lowered your chair.
Yeah. Well, you fixed it, so you earned my trust back. I was a very sad panda when you did that to me.
Well, we'll shatter that trust in a few minutes when somebody tells you what I did to your controller.
When we wipe, I'll be like, oh, it's because Yen's messed with my controller.
If you come in with a pink eye tomorrow, it's probably my fault.
Send me some backup, damn it.
Nice.
People are asking about the rewards for the op. In terms of marks, and also are there drops?
There's marks of reality, and there are drops. Basically, we want you to farm these as much as you can, play them as much as you can, because these are going to give you your gear so you can actually survive the raids.
Do some debuffing, my friend.
I don't debuff.
You do, yeah.
I don't have any debuffs on my bar.
Oh, there. Another lockbox. Maybe you'll find a debuff in there.
I can do this though. If they don't die while I'm calling.
Come on, Lex. Don't let me down. I'm rooting for the bad guy.
Oh, centered on me, darn it.
Send me some backup, damn it.
I love James Marsters as Lex Luthor.
He's great.
Yeah.
Oh, I got some ads
Wasn't
on me.
he the one that was dissing people before and just sort of hanging him out to dry but not sending backup? Then he wants backup himself. He's a one-sided kind of guy.
It's because he's lax. I mean,
Yeah.
he can do that.
It's just all on his terms.
There we go.
Oh yeah.
You may have me outnumbered at the moment, but I assure you, my iron fist will crush you.
As soon as
And
I put my
soon.
head out.
I guess Luther's got what he always
Oh,
wanted.
we lost a guy.
The people of Metropolis kneeling down before him. Something must have transpired here. The Justice League would never have allowed this to happen. Follow him. Find
So
out
here's
what's
a
happened
question.
in this fractured
What's the difference between
timeline.
heroes
Ted,
and villains in this op?
Ted,
I know we kind of
we got
mentioned it, but-
Batman VO going there. All right, go ahead. It's over now. What?
What's the difference between heroes and villains doing this op?
So heroes and villains have a different op. Jesse, you want to explain the differences here?
Yeah, so when you come as a villain, it's a pristine, beautiful city. Everybody's working
happy.
together. Everybody's happy. Yep, and you're there to destroy that and draw that out, and you actually fight Batman.
Or you mean Superman?
Superman. Well, yes. Sorry.
Yes.
Lex Luthor, then Superman. I was thinking of Gotham.
Correct.
Sorry.
That's
Two
all right.
operations.
Yeah. So basically, you see, it's not just you're a hero playing the villain version of this. It's a separate operation entirely. There's different motivation and story. You know, now we're in. What we did was we followed Luthor back up to his penthouse office here in LexCorp Tower, and LuthorCorp. Sorry. Blah. Anyway,
rubbing
you
off
followed
on
him back. I know you followed him back up in here, and you're gonna have a fight now with this version of Luthor, which would be flipped on its head with a good Superman and a good Luthor in the hero version or the villain version. Sorry, I love this.
Yeah.
This is awesome.
Wouldn't that be
Some
cool
of
in
the
your
guys
house?
that I've been talking to that have been running this on test are begging for that as a housing item. We'll see. We shall see. All right, you guys want to go ahead?
Yep.
Did that answer the question sufficiently, Ted?
I think so.
Okay.
Thank you.
So, you're
People
not
want to know if you were
completely
the interior
incapable
designer
of
for
defending
this
yourselves,
office.
but obviously you haven't thought this through. There's a reason anyone who dares rise against me is immediately brought to their knees. Metropolis is mine, and so is the world.
Uh-oh.
Isn't it, Kal-El? Shall we show these fools
Double
how
L's
we deal
on the
with
chest.
terrorists?
Gotta love
cool.
it. Okay, so there's Evil Soups. He's been corrupted, and this operation is going to tell you why this happened. And so basically what Batman does is he sends you through time going, okay, something's changed, right? I've detected this paradox. There's now this alternate reality, a new, you know, oh!
Boss gone wild.
Yeah. See if somebody revives you. Come on, Dizzy. Come. Oh, Dizzy got stunned. Oh, it's Superman came over. Yeah. He Bang Bang can get him up, but
Yeah,
it's,
Dizzy,
you
but it's
guys
over.
aren't gonna last without you. So here, let me just
Evil
tell him to
Superman.
wipe it. Wipe
Putting
it.
out the hurt.
Oops.
Yeah. Whoa.
Also, oh, dude, your gear is
Don't get hot around
busted.
the collar.
No, good.
Don't get hot around the
still-
collar.
repair probably. It's looking dicey.
Nah. It's not even symbol yet. I'll repair for
So basically, they detect an anomaly. There's some paradox. There's a parallel universe, and they want to know what the event was that changed it, that caused it, so they can try and change it back or create their own new parallel timeline. So it starts out with you going, something has happened. You go to Central City, work your way through the Speed Force with the Flash again, because again, Lightning Strikes is a precursor to this DLC. And once you get back here into this Metropolis and fight, you realize, oh, the reason it's like this because Superman has gone evil. What has made Superman go evil? And then you actually travel back in time and across space to Krypton, the moment before it's about to explode, and determine what happened before the rocket got sent off that made the Superman evil. Or on the flip side, what happened that made Luthor turn good as a result of this event. And then on the go ahead, you guys can start. On the Batman side of things, it's called Family Reunion. So you're going back there and dealing with the moment in Crime Alley when his parents were killed and altering that somehow. So cool stuff going on there too.
I'm bringing you to justice.
I love the double L bookshelf inset back there, over by Luther.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're just gonna
I'm not
barely talk so you don't wipe again.
I'm
aren't
trying
you?
to concentrate
Yeah.
here. This is.
Actually, these guys are a little nervous, I think, about playing in front of everybody. There's a lot of expectations when we pick up a controller. So I noticed there was a picture there a moment ago, and now there's a hidden cavity with a turret popping out of it. So
Yes, sir.
there's some hidden security stuff going
Destroy
on
them.
here in the
it's
office.
the only way.
Also love Adam Baldwin as our Superman. He just recently did a voice for another character in DC. Did you know that?
No, which one is it?
He's Green Lantern in Justice Gods.
He's one of my favorite actors.
Which,
I like him
I'm
a lot.
sorry, every time I hear Green Lantern speak in Injustice Gods, I just see our Superman. Because I've been listening to him as Superman
You may
for so
find this
long.
rather shocking.
So what's the strategy here? You know,
Yep.
what's going on in the fight?
So they do a couple things. Superman can freeze you if you get too much freeze breath on you, and you get stuck. Lex Luthor can set you on fire, but the main thing to remember here, as a spoiler alert for people, is you need to burn them down at the same time. Otherwise, they will get back up, and you have to
Don't
start
get
over.
hot around
So
the
synchronized
collar.
knockouts are the
Yes.
key to this fight.
Which is why you see me jumping back and forth between the targets.
Yeah, we got to switch targets, call targets, figure out who's going down a little too fast, adjust, and switch to the other guy. When we're done here, we should look at some of the posters and pictures and stuff on the wall. Some of them are kind of creepy.
Yeah, I was trying to look at them before we started.
Oh yeah, because
Let's take them
they're
down.
gone now, right? Will they come back down after?
I don't
forget.
think they do.
No. But I do like the Daily Planet cover
Yeah,
over
the two of
there
them.
with the two of them and the bad Superman like behind Lex Luthor.
Stunned. I'm trying to save polar bears. There we go.
This version of Superman is really cool looking too. I like the
I
black
love him.
outfit, the double L's, but he's got those like really dark shadows under his eyes. Like just being evil has taken its toll on him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
He's super
there
awesome.
comes the freeze. You interrupt it? Yeah. Okay, he countered it. He was on that. Polar bear just turned around, did the lunge.
You may find this rather shocking.
Oh!
Whoa, he got hammered.
Controller down. Come on. Yes.
Get up, get up.
They have to be destroyed.
Nice save. So you guys are getting a little further ahead on Soups. So notice three of you.
There's the fire.
And this floor is really cool too. The artists were really proud of this. I think that Lex can literally walk out onto this surface, this glass surface, and kind of see this display of the
Computer.
world beneath him.
Activate
burn him down.
revival protocol.
Uh-oh.
Superman
See,
1.
it's gonna
Uh-oh.
revive Superman if we don't hurry.
Uh-oh. Pour it on. Starting to
Superman!
get- Oh!
I'm
What
down.
happened?
We got him.
Okay,
We
good.
met our match.
That's the creepy
We must
picture.
flee
Yeah.
to fight another day.
Okay, what's that in the corner? I don't have the mouse. Here
yeah,
you go.
It won't let you. There you go.
No,
What's
With the man
that?
of
What's
steel
that?
at his right hand, he had an unstoppable leader for his police force. But clearly, Superman was not himself.
No.
Red kryptonite radiation in that office read off the charts. And that newspaper clipping. He's been Luthor's lapdog for years. I suspect future Luthor targeted Kal-El while he was still in the birthing matrix on Krypton. That would have given him a chance to introduce Red K from the future and reprogram the ship to brainwash young Kal-El into servitude. Get back to the cosmic treadmill. I think I know where you'll be going next.
Neat. All right, and
Yeah,
let's
that's
look at your loot.
Oh, yeah.
Loot.
I was looking at my loot that I already looted.
What do you got? Let's show some of those stats. All right.
Got a controller pouch.
Okay. So utility belt. Viking. It's a Viking style. Woohoo! Plans, construction, scaffolding. Cool. All right. I'll
I
roll on
need
that.
all
You
this.
need it all.
I need
Oh,
all
You're
of
one
it.
of those people. Wow. You sure want it all too.
Look at all
Everyone
this-
else must
Hey,
have
look.
passed. Lock boxes. All right. Let's move on. Let's head back. This is going to be our last little bit on the Krypton, or sorry, the operation. So now Flash shows up with the cosmic treadmill, opens up another rupture in the Speed Force, so you can head back to the House of L. Let's go check that out, man. Very exciting. Alright, so
You're inside the House of L on Krypton. What you're about to experience will be difficult. If you remember your history lessons, the planet is in the process of a cataclysmic event. Hence Jor-El's final attempt to save his son. Nothing can be done to alter the planet's fate, but you must spare Kal-El from Luthor's twisted plans. Find the launch bay in Jor-El's lab, and do not expect a warm welcome. You're an alien here.
We're just going to, yeah, and the Kryptonians are hugely xenophobic, so they just don't like anybody coming in here. Let's go into that first area so we can get a glimpse of the vista here and give people a little bit of a taste of the House of L. So you can see sun crystals, all in the background right there on the side. They're being used in a much more controlled way. This isn't like Sunstone tech gone wild, right, where it was in the Arctic when Superman threw the crystal. They have actual structures and things on Krypton. And you can look out into the other areas over here outside the windows and see that green K is starting to press its way up through the surface of the planet. If we go into that next room over there, let's go up. And this might, I don't care if you even kind of wipe it when you head up here, but you, yeah, there you go. So you can kind of see some of the other structures of the city in the background there. You know, everything's on fire, starting to sort of come to an end here, and we are in, you know, Superman's childhood home before the planet explodes, and we're going to be working our way to the birthing matrix, essentially the rocket that takes him to Earth, which, according to Batman, in this particular version, has been laced with red kryptonite. So some red kryptonite was brought from the future back to the past and snuck into the birthing matrix by Luthor. That turns Superman bad on his way to Earth. So you have to undo that and then adjust it accordingly, which makes Luthor go good. I won't spoil that part of it for you. All right, so we good. You want to do some iconic anomalies?
Yeah, sounds good.
Let's give these guys a salute and thank them for their time. Come on, give him a salute. Gotta give him a little bit of a...
No, you do it. I don't want to do it.
Why? There you go. Okay. Let's get out of here.
Push the wrong button.
Yeah.
Actually, I can just do it this way.
Alright, so there you have it. Metropolis, brother-in-arms operation from the hero side of things with the evil Superman. Oh, you want me to go first?
You get to go first, sir.
Alright. I can't stand watching him play Bizarro. I tell you what, you're going to cue us up, though, okay?
I've been doing research on significant moments.
I can't stand watching him play Bizarro. It drives me crazy.
Computer simulations of these
punches
moments, and I need a volunteer.
I never see awesome backwards
the
Bizarro powers.
Calculations
so I'm going to do the Bizarro one. However, I really stink at Huntress.
When you're ready to
so you get to do that one.
I can do that one.
Okay. We queued?
We're queued?
Yes.
Should pop in a second.
Right. Alright.
My turn to heckle you.
Why you gotta be like that?
Remember, this is a simulation, so reenact this moment as you see fit. The computers will take care of the rest.
So I get turned into Bizarro.
Yeah. So you're going back and you're reenacting Bizarro's origin,
yes,
essentially.
And you can see I'm actually gonna be heading down into the simulation down there. If you want to, if you're not familiar with Bizarro or Huntress, we give you a little sparring target here, so you can, you know, get an idea of how to do some of his stuff. And I'm gonna go ahead and go in. So I step in and enter the simulation. I'm jacked in. I'm Neo, man.
You know Kung Fu.
I do. I know Bizarro Fu.
Mr. Luthor has given the order. Destroy all of these failed clones quickly. Critical failure! Secure the clones!
Me am help you now!
I love his lines.
You little
Okay, and there's other Bizarro clones or I should say, so Bizarro, if you don't know, is a clone of Superman, and he's a clone just gone horribly wrong. And there were actually a lot of clones in the experiment that sort of created him. And they were, Lex Luthor decided the experiment wasn't going too well, and he wanted to actually terminate it. So he has sent a security team in here to kind of take care of all these clones. Well, of course, Bizarro escapes, unlike these other clones who actually don't make it, which is why there's only one Bizarro. Alright, so cool.
So there's a feat here for not killing a single one of those scientists, or knocking out a single scientist, which is really hard.
Really?
Oh yeah.
You just, what, kite them around until they...
One person at least from Odyssey's done it. It's really hard.
Wow.
Dizzy Kraken's done it a couple times too, I think, when he was testing it.
Elite.
Yeah, I didn't even bother to try. Not yet.
Alright, so you can see we've put some computers in here, which if you don't destroy quickly enough, will summon in some, or allow some, extra security forces to come in. And, you know, I think we've realized over time we don't always do the best job of messaging some of these things when they're off screen. And so you can notice that we've added some sound effects to really help you out to know when you need to be alerted to something very important.
You got the red text.
Oh,
across the middle there.
I shouldn't have smashed that there. It was terrible. A waste of that healing barrel.
Oh, you should get the shiny.
Oh, not right now.
Stupid clone!
Stupid.
Actually, it would be appropriate to have Bizarro do that in the wrong order. Get that before it's actually time.
Should be blocking. What are you doing?
Oh, this is all payback. Well, you still have Huntress to go. This is why I decided to go first. I'm not even clipping right now, which is bad.
With kindness.
There we go. Start some clipping fun.
Do not do that again!
So question, does your character's gear affect Bizarro in any way?
No.
No. This is like a true Legends experience here. You don't have any advantage from your gear, so as long as you have the CR to meet this requirement, in other words, you're the level... Actually, what is the CR for this?
It's 84.
Okay, yeah. As long as you meet that requirement, you can come in here and, you know, it does. If you're overgeared for it, it's not necessarily going to be easier. Should I? Sure.
Yeah, so this one won't be one of those ones where you can go and super gear up and come back later.
Security log 26.1. This 12-hour shift guarding the control room is mind-numbing. I don't understand half the things these scientists are muttering about. Clone processing, DNA manipulation, blah, blah, blah. You really need to put a snack machine in here.
All right. Top-notch security hire right there.
So those really hard feats like that scientist one, you'll have to actually earn it by skill.
Initializing extermination turret test.
The
Target
difficulty
the
was the
clone
same.
tube.
All right, so here they are destroying
You're
some
not
of the other
allowed
clones.
in here. Activate the Sentinel and bring those turrets back online.
Hello. All right. Now I always like to kind of get rid of these scientists because they do stuff to the turrets, which are not helpful. Like, you know, activating them and stuff.
Punk.
Oh, there's another guy. Oh no, you don't.
Good job.
Oh, that was a waste. Double jumped it too.
I'm hit.
Well, there goes another turret back there. Oh,
Yeah.
you're too late.
Bizarro, obviously, super strength. You will not survive that, buddy.
Oh, he did.
He did. How did that lowly scientist survive that? Oh no.
HGH.
Leaf Erickson or Arrowson, not doing well.
Hydraulic damage.
Not your fault this time though. It's my own.
You got him.
So, what are the rewards for
Yeah,
doing
potion.
this? Is it just a mark?
You get marks of reality.
There's loot drops as
Yeah,
well.
there's also loot.
Also loot drops.
Yeah.
And don't worry about it. If your inventory's full when you're in here, you will still get your loot. It'll go to inventory overflow, so you'll be able to get it when you get out.
Critical damage sustained.
Oh! I feel rusty right now.
It's because you're on the spot, sir.
No, it's because I've been playing my Earth tank like crazy for the last several days.
Hydraulic damage sustained.
So I haven't done much Bizarro.
Arena PvP versus Legends PvP. That you've been doing.
Yeah, I haven't been doing much Legends right now. I'll get to that again. There we go. Boom. Ah, you know what? Oh! I was gonna get cocky into a
Hydraulic
specific
damage.
finisher, and then I was like, the red appeared, and I'm like, no.
I was waiting for it.
All right, I am not even gonna show where the
Nope.
trickier collection-y stuff is. Oh no! Hello.
Very bizarro.
Yeah,
Don't
I know.
hit anybody.
Yeah, I know. This is my favorite of his powers too. The one that has the aftershock mechanic. No, this
That's
one.
my
Let me
favorite.
tell you, this one right here in PvP is awesome for getting that cheesy Jon Stewart that's flying above everybody in the death match, just raining down grenades and stuff. That is my favorite power to try and get up there and knock him down. Yeah, but the good guys always just figure out how to get back up there real quick. So. And of course,
You burned it early. Oh, you did the thing.
I don't need it. We're good. Do that. Get a little health back before I press on. I'm gonna clear both sides just because I'm a completist.
You're that good.
No.
Don't
'cause
burn
I'm
your
a
heal barrel though.
completist.
You're asking for it.
I don't need it for that, dude. See, now I'm talking trash. I'm gonna have to make sure. Oops.
I still haven't died to the last guy either. I just had to fly around in circles for 20 minutes or whatever it was.
Yeah.
To get my potion back, or my soda
I don't
cooler
know.
back.
I think I would have rather had you just die and start over than watch that happen the other day. All right. There's nobody else over there. Let me get my health back. This is the last duder. All right.
Counter mechanics, if you haven't noticed, is fairly important in here with all your boss fights.
For sure.
Bioscan in progress.
So he has 3
Identifying
phases for those who haven't played it yet on PC test. This first phase, he's trying to scan. He doesn't do a lot of damage. You can interrupt him to stop him, which is what he ends up trying to do. There he goes. It gets harder and harder as he goes, and the third phase is when he really packs a wallop.
Oh yeah, and he gets that missile barrage
Superman
going.
clone
Yeah.
experiment
Brutal.
001 identified. Evacuation is not authorized.
I can block
Return
him.
to the processing lab immediately.
Oh,
Oh.
they faked me out. Come here, buddy.
Oh.
Oh, block! Please. There we go. So that's a feint, if you don't know that mechanic. When they do that little yellow parenthesis that comes out on the side there, that means you usually want to do
There
what
you go.
they're doing. So if you see someone blocking...
Nice.
Oh, I missed it. Oh, again? Okay. If you see somebody blocking, but the yellow kind of feint mechanic comes out, then you usually want to block when you see the block rather than doing the interrupt. Oh. Trapped. Not good.
Cryofoam. So there's this whole tray of abilities down there. Just want to point that out.
Hey,
He did that to me last time.
Your activity will be terminated.
That was a weak lunge on his part. I'll let you do it this time. Oh, oh no.
Zorro,
Oh no!
hero number 1!
There's the rockets.
Missiles! You know what? I was forgetting to use my trinket.
You have good
Oh, it's gonna be
friends.
close. Oh, I do not want to be in the rocket blast. Where's that healing barrel you were talking about? Oh!
I think you
All right.
destroyed it.
So that's the final boss right there, and you will be able to see if you can get over him or get by him, which I obviously just failed to do right there because I was doing a lot of talking while playing. I understand what you're talking about there, Jesse.
It's tough.
All right, so let's jump into the Huntress.
All right.
Shall we? Let's leave this.
So, question: Are the iconic anomalies for both heroes and villains?
Yes.
Or are they separated?
Yes, they are for both heroes and villains. So what happens is future Luthor and future Batman realize that any tampering they do with the time stream is going to create paradox and parallel realities. So they want to minimize that damage, especially when they're changing something could affect the timeline in favor of the other side. So they run these tests and simulations to see what would happen if Luthor targeted this origin. What would happen if I targeted this origin, speaking as Batman. And so they'll do both of those experiments. They'll both run them. All right, so here we go on the.
Remember,
Huntress.
this is a simulation, so reenact this moment as you see fit.
In we go.
Almost through the bars.
All right, so Huntress's origin, she comes from a family. Her father's a gangster.
Break in here? I hope
Mob
she
boss.
does. Get some revenge for the guy she whacked.
I must find a way to Santo without raising any alarms.
And
I've
she
got
is trying to get
questions
to
that
her
demand
dad.
Answers.
And to get these answers, she has daddy issues. She wants to resolve those, just like Batman.
Yep.
They all-
And so on this one, there's a lot of stealth here. Idea is to not get caught. They have alarms that go off in different levels, and once you get to the third level, being the alarm going off the third time, you basically will lose and you have to start over.
Right. So, and it's persistent as you go, too.
Yes.
So you might kind of fail one of those objectives in this room, but, you know, you can keep going. It's if you hit it that third time, you're in
Right.
trouble. So you do want to go through here slow, or I should say with care,
will
so that you're
be
not,
served.
you know, kind of activating some of the other guys who might trigger these alarms. So good use of range and melee, because she can switch back and forth between the two, either
Too
martial
rough
arts
for
or
ya?
her crossbow. So if you're familiar with these characters in Legends, you're gonna have a really good time in these too, because you just jump right in and know exactly what to do. And if you're not, like I said, we give you that sparring target in the beginning,
I'll switch
so
to
you
this
can
people can see.
practice.
Come here. Oh.
The hunt is on.
Oh.
Yeah, they do hit hard in this mission. Super villain. In fact, that last boss in the Bizarro mission hits like a Mack truck.
He hits really
he hits
hard.
really, really hard. And if you miss a couple of those cycles, you're in trouble. As you saw from me, I was getting a little
This
little
is
loose
where you
in my
run.
countering and comboing trade powers, and it cost me. You just got put on your butt
I
by
did.
a Casamento mobster with a bat.
I accidentally switched forms. So technically, I could avoid those guys over there if I wanted to, and
Do
go
you
straight
want
to that
to?
door. No, because I will. I find it much easier to do it this way.
Just clear them all.
Why, you...
People are asking what kinds of loot will drop in here. All kinds, right?
Yeah.
All kinds.
Yes. You'll get marks if you complete, and then you'll get loot drops as well, and all kinds of normal loot will drop in here. Uh-oh.
You're gonna regret breaking into my warehouse.
See,
You're
she needed
in
a
my
lookout.
sights.
She needed a sidekick
I
to
know.
warn her that little Vinny was coming. That's why Batman has Robin. She needs a Robin. I feel like for Huntress, though, it would be like Foghorn Leghorn and the Chicken Hawk. You know, she would have some obnoxious little tyke
You kids
following her
need a
around,
lesson.
and she'd be annoyed all the time by it. She's grumpy.
So that guy right there was trying to set the alarm off, and if I hadn't have stopped him,
What would have happened? Bad things.
alarm would have gone off. I'd
I
have
know.
more guys come after me, and
Well, that's the alert status too, right?
yes, that's the alert status.
So you do not want counter. Nice.
Vengeance is mine.
I like how she says vengeance is mine. And we just added the vengeance gear modeled after her. Perfect synergy.
Pull the alarm!
Oh, that's a little late for the alarm. Oh, there he comes again. I'm wrong. Oh,
He's
get him.
very dedicated.
Yeah, he was like, I will get to that alarm no matter what.
Alright, so now I need the password. So
All right, so hey, this is a new icon too.
It is.
You know, we're trying to expand our suite of icons to give you more context and kind of emergent, you know, like context and storytelling in a way of what you're doing. So this is an interact, but we put a little search thing on here because you're looking for clues. And this is
there.
random each time. You really don't
Yep.
know where it's going to be. So right now
Not
you're
there.
you're rummaging through mobster boxers and, you know, locker dirty laundry in the lockers. You skipped that one?
I was just looking to show what there was, so just in case that was the last one.
Oh, gotcha.
Nope, that was the.
That wasn't it.
That was the right one.
There. Here's the papers that they just left casually out on the crates.
Hide it in plain sight. Nobody will
Scribbled
ever
note.
find it.
Frank, they changed the password again last night. It's Mona Lisa. Don't forget this time.
So Jens, do you do the voice of the Huntress?
Yeah, I do. No, I don't.
Do you know who does?
Do I know who does? No,
Yeah.
I don't. I don't know their name. I apologize. You can Google that, Maps. It's probably on online on the interwebs.
So this is an interesting room right here. You can actually go through here.
Use your mainframe in the MEPS cave.
I'm
or
using
do,
my
or
MEPS
does it
computer.
not have enough power? Are you running on like a 286 or something?
I have some better RAM now. It's okay.
Okay.
So I'm gonna try the hard part here. I'm gonna try to sneak past these guys. You can do this by sneaking through here and turning off all these little alarm codes, but alternately you can just smash face. I'm gonna try it the hard way.
Did you hear the guy before?
No, what do you say?
He goes, it's never rats. They use the VO from that here too.
Rats?
Oh,
It's
is he gonna
never
get
rats.
you? No.
I got it.
Wow, you
We
snuck
got a
in.
cape in the warehouse.
So now it's a little different
Your alarm's
ending.
not
here, right?
working.
Yep. You'll get different
I need
endings
some
based on
help
how you do
over
that.
here.
So
Your friends haven't quite recovered from their kneecapectomy. If you want to walk out of here, I
gross.
suggest you tell me the password.
I don't get paid enough for this. The password is Van Gogh.
The Huntress.
And I'm mean. Huntress what?
you got a feet?
Huntress is voiced by Claire Hamilton.
Claire Hamilton. There you go. I knew that.
If you just asked me, I would have told you, but you asked Jen.
Yeah,
So.
you asked the wrong
I
person.
apologize, Jesse.
Yeah, kneecapectomy. That just shows you kind of how grumpy she is. I tell you, she needs to come to terms with her past. Oh, I love this guy. First of all, I love that his name is Johnny Blowtorch. Counter! Nice. That's what I do to Jesse during playtest. I just yell counter from the couch when he's playing. Counter!
Now
feint.
what?
So pick that up, people. This is how feint works, okay? Those things come out,
Get out of there.
and he's blocking. It means you mirror that block, okay? Don't go for the interrupt, because he's going to do the thing that hurts the interrupt. If they do the feint and they come up to do the interrupt, block, even though you think, oh god, they're going to do the interrupt. No, block.
This is where you run!
Or sorry, you should do the interrupt as well, because they're going to block. That's what I meant to say. You know what I meant. Boy, try and clear something up and I just confuse it. So, awesome, Johnny Blowtorch sets off the crazy flames in the floor.
Yes, he does.
So it becomes a positional battle really quick.
The hunt is on!
I have that pipe and console in my house. In my base.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Nice.
In my underground training facility.
Take that, Johnny Blowtorch. That guy usually cleans my clock. He's really hard for me, usually.
Anybody out in chat been in my bases?
Hey!
Is that an invitation?
No, I just want to know who's been in my
kids
bases. There's
need
been a
a
lot of people
lesson.
have a lot of in my bases. So.
Your clock.
Earworm. Hey, buddy. There's an Iconics right there. BBG. Yep. Been in there too.
Oh, he got me.
BBG's got a cool, big baby Jesus. He's got a really cool base. I went in there. So did Earworm. They have some neat bases. BBG's running the Eastern theme. It's pretty slick.
One of my favorite cutscenes is coming up.
Oh yeah, Exington was in there too. You should have heard this guy. He's a big bass nerd.
The
He was,
dog
oh yeah,
of the
he was seeing some
Casamento
of the stuff in
family.
my bases and
Explain
losing
to
his
me
mind.
why the FBI has a photo of you with my mother.
Like-
If you even think about raising an alarm, I'll shoot you where you stand.
The Huntress. How nice of you to visit. And to answer your question, your mother, Maria, and I were, very close.
Dino, give me a cannoli.
You made the order to kill
You know,
my
explain
family.
the choice that's coming up.
Why?
Sure.
Why didn't they kill me too?
And what choice do
That
you want me
was
to make?
my mistake.
All right, so
you are my mistake.
if you know
I
this,
meant to
tell us
spare
don't kill or
Maria.
kill. what happens here is you actually get the choice
what
as
are
a
you
player
gonna do now, huh?
whether or not
What
you
are you
want
gonna
to
do,
take
murder
revenge
me?
on your
Your
father,
father?
or let him go.
They're saying let him go.
Yeah, let him go.
Another person
If
said
you
kill.
let him go,
I'll let him go.
In addition to
has a
blackmail,
hired gun.
I find that the power of fear is quite effective.
This is a hard one, right?
He's a hard
Please
one.
escort my guest.
Who are the other ones?
off the
Scarecrow,
premises.
Killer Croc.
and who else we got in there? There's other dudes. Does Hush come in? I think Hush comes in, right?
You're in my sights.
Anyway, so
beat me 50-50 here.
I was talking about X
interrupt
coming into
that.
my base and having a nerdgasm. It was funny. I was listening to this dude
Justice
like giving
will
orders,
be
hardcore PvP
served.
kind of strategies going on. He comes in and he's like, "Oh my God, it's a bar table I've been looking for." It was like a totally different person all of a sudden.
Stop! Enough!
See, now people are arguing on what Huntress would have done. You've betrayed the character, apparently. She would have
She would've killed him.
executed him and killed him, apparently. Given him a kneecapectomy.
Fear me!
I usually do it. I usually go ahead and beat the crap out of Daddy, but today I did not.
Yeah, because it's kind of satisfying, actually.
It
This
is.
guy all cocky. You know, because you're watching movies, like, often, and that guy who's like, why don't they just shoot him now? You know,
Yeah.
and, like, you get to here.
It's useless to fight.
Don't mind if I do.
Fear me!
A lot of people inquiring or asking or suggesting more of these. It's not really a question, I guess.
Yeah, you know, Jesse and I have been talking a lot about upcoming DLCs beyond the ones we've announced already, which, by the way, there are 2 more that we've announced beyond Origin Crisis, which are Sons of Trigon, a little bit of a name change there. Names are usually subject to change as we get closer to the dates. And Halls of Power, the League Hall stuff. See, you did not follow my faint advice
I was,
whatsoever.
Responses are very
Anyway.
I was already too late. You already had me.
But you know, we were even talking about potentially doing an Origin Crisis 2. You know, with doing more alternate versions of stuff and perhaps some more of these iconic anomalies, which we call them. We don't consider this Legends PvE, by the way.
No, we do not. Yeah,
We do not consider this Legends PvE, and the reason we don't consider it Legends PvE because when you guys talk
is
about that
where
and
you
request
run.
that, we understand what you want, which is being able to queue for content using all or any of the legends that you have purchased. So, you know, we've definitely heard your requests on that, and we love this as a piece of content to kind of get story. It's very perfect for Origin Crisis. So we'll see. Maybe we'll explore some more of that in the future because I don't think future Batman and Lex Luthor are going anywhere out of the Nexus anytime soon, right?
Nope.
They
It's
have
a constant
time
war
at their
there.
disposal.
Yep.
Yeah, it'll be going on for infinity,
Yep.
most likely. Here, you want me to lower my chair?
No, I can
little
sit up
bit?
now.
So we can maybe get even. No?
Well, you're already like 2 feet taller
There you
than
go.
me anyway. So.
You feel better?
That's
You get
a
a
little
little
better.
screen time, a little taller than me. Okay. So, did we get any loot there?
Yeah,
Did
let me
you-
exit so I can show the loot because I cannot see. You cannot do it in the instance itself.
Ah.
So let me exit the simulation
Okay.
here. Scarecrow is a what?
Oh, well, careful. Read it before you say
Yeah.
it. I don't know what that means.
I don't know if
if
like
that's a safe word in all circles.
So I got some healer gloves.
We're
Looks
showing
like.
the loot. Calm down,
And see, that's better gloves than my tier 4 modded out gloves I have right now.
All right.
And I'm wearing healer right now.
Yep. So even some of the drops are going to be giving you the progression you need. So again, you know, we've been talking about a lot of people should, you know,
I got a lot of
you
stuff.
can jump into the raids. I wouldn't expect to finish them right away without coming in here, maybe getting a few drops as you're going through, definitely getting some marks so you can purchase some of the tier gear and getting a little more powerful. So when the DLC first hits, check out everything. Okay, it's all within your combat rating. If you've reached tier 4 and you're at the top of the top right now as far as PvE gear goes, you can jump right in and take part in any of this stuff. But honestly, you're probably going to have to spend a little bit of time in the iconic anomalies and the operations in order to you know, really progress into the raids very far.
Right, they're tough.
As we saw, they're really hard and really tough.
But they're so much fun.
They are fun.
Yeah.
They are really good fun. Meps, do we have any other questions that we want to cover with people?
That's all I have written down. People, last chance.
Yeah, give me a question. Give me a good one.
Oh, here we go. People were asking about when the Steel Sea Pack will release, and I'll go ahead and answer. That's in May at some time. We have not set a date yet.
Right. Isn't the standard answer soon?
We don't say the S word. So.
Here we go.
Oh, I got an aura.
Oh, you get the aura. Which aura? Purple. And some marks. Let's keep going. Let's see what we get. Oh, yeah. Sluggers. Oh, another neck. This kills you, doesn't it?
Yeah, it
this
does.
kills
All I
you,
have is
doesn't it?
sodas
Because your
on
live
live.
character doesn't have it. You're just like, I never get those. Oh, look at
Oh,
that.
another
aura. A blue one, too. It's not even the same one. You stink at clicking. I'm great at clicking. I am great at clicking.
I mentioned that somebody in the forums the other day. They got the pool table or something. I was like, well, you're not, or the quarter. I said, you're not going to get that on live.
Did you see Tharkus's post?
No.
He was talking about like, oh yeah, I've been monitoring a logbox. I log this stuff. And he goes, yeah, I'm weird. I sit there with a pen and paper next to my computer while people are talking lead check. I guess he just like watches it and hand writes down who got what and had this analysis. I don't know. I don't know how accurate that data is. The eyeballing of the stuff.
Well, this guy said he got that.
I clearly got a lot more than just
you got some good stuff
just
there.
these sodas. I got 3 of the Ox and 2 of the attack, and the rest of it was all marks, all auras, all cool stuff in here. So, why isn't this my character?
I didn't see the belt.
Why isn't this my character? Oh well, what are you gonna do? Sorry, were there any other questions there? We got
Are there
sidetracked.
briefings and investigations?
There are.
Yes.
In all of this content?
Yes, absolutely. There were some. You saw. I picked up one in the beginning of the Bizarro fight. You might have seen one at the end, and I will say we were not. We didn't make these.
Didn't make them
You
easy.
know what? I gotta say, I love we don't want to make it too hard, but it was ridiculous. You'd like trip over them when you were walking through the raid. So we definitely made them a little more challenging. So my advice to you is pay attention to that sound, right? Listen while you're going through here and know when they're close by, because we do give you auditory clues. And we're not talking open world here where you're flying by 1,000,000 miles per hour. We're talking about we're talking about a very close, confined space. The hallways and the rooms aren't that big. As you're going through here, if you're just paying attention to some of the sound and things like that, you'll pick up, that they're around. But they're definitely something that you have to. Okay, that was evil.
That was evil.
That was freaking evil.
Yeah.
So
Thanks,
you're gonna
production.
pay for that. Okay, somebody's trolling us out there with signs. Yeah, one of our producers. That was nice. Okay, anyway, last question. You going to PvP again tonight, Jens?
That's the last question.
I love that that's the last question. Let me just wrap up a couple of things. So, first of all, the answer to that question is yes, but I'll tell you more in a second. It'll make BBG and Earworm and Exington maybe a little anxious to queue up. Haha! I'm coming for you guys tonight. I'm not playing with you. I'm coming for you. Okay. So we want to invite players to try out the Ops on PC test.
Yes.
We have something that we want to test out, improvement, and so we really need as many people as possible to jump onto PC test. Is that this evening, Ted, that we want that?
Yeah, this evening.
This evening. Let's try and get as many people on the operations specifically. We need as many people as possible to get into the operations to help us test that stuff out. We've got a change we need to kind of test, and we need to kind of flood it as much as possible.
Right.
Origin Crisis is coming soon to a live server near you. This is Ted's copy. He wrote that. I didn't write that.
What?
Has the S word,
Origin
Ted.
Crisis coming soon to a live server near you. I'm only calling you out because you made me say soon to these people. You made me say soon.
That was a great line.
Okay.
It's wonderful.
Well, you can say it next time. So FNL this Friday on USPS3. Meps, you want to let us know the league that we're following there?
Yeah, we have the Rebels on USPS3.
Okay, cool. So we're going with the Rebels. That's like Stitch and those guys, I think, right?
Sure.
Yeah. Oh,
Sure.
yes, it is. It is. So we're looking forward to that. So am I PvPing tonight? Yes, I'm going to be joining a group. Talked to them already. Not going to tell you who it is. I'm going to be joining a group this evening and queuing up for some arena PvP. So if you are not a PvEer or a legendary member that can get on the test server, I invite you to queue up on USPC for some arena action. And please come and focus fire on me so the rest of my team can take all the nodes while you're doing that. I look forward to it. And I would have no shame in popping a home turf trinket to survive it for the victory. So come on, try. Challenge me. Let's go. I'm ready.
Gauntlet.
Yeah, I know, right?
Hello, world.
I wouldn't have done this if I didn't think I had a ringer in my pocket to group with. So anyway, I look forward to seeing you guys in game. You can follow me on Twitter at @Spittle. You can reach out to me and to Jesse, who is Locke on the forums. I'm Spittle on the forums, and ask us questions if you want about the operations. Look forward to when we're doing the feedback again too, right? When everything launches.
Oh yes.
Yeah, you want to talk about that a little bit?
Basically, you're talking about when we have the forum threads and we play with everybody. Yep. So we'll be when we launch, we'll have forum threads up with specific forum feedback where we will be monitoring all day long, talking to people for several days. We'll also all be in game. Some of us will announce our characters so you can play with us if you want. Some of us won't, but that's fine.
I'm looking forward to jumping in there and playing with people. So you'll see not necessarily these character names, but Dizzy Kraken and Save Polar Bear and he all will be on there. Bang Bang, actually, they'll all be on there to play and kind of experience the content that they spent so much time making and really enjoyed getting out there and spend some time with you guys playing it when it first hits. So look for these guys and please comment on the forums, on PC Test before we get out there, but afterwards, come by and tell us how you feel. We expect that once these things hit live and they go under extreme load for everybody going in there, we want to know what that feels like. It definitely changes the feeling a little bit. We just need to know, how you guys are liking it. We'll be in there alongside. Oh, somebody's calling me out already in here. What's up, Mudon? Bring it. Come on, bring it. I'm actually kind of more afraid of. Yeah, I don't want to talk about it. I'm just going to go take my lumps now. I've talked a lot of smack, and my mouth.
If your team wins, it's a W either way, right?
Check that my butt can't cash. We'll find out.
If your team wins, it's a W either way.
Just win, baby.
Yep, just win, baby.
Thank you so much, everyone, for coming by and checking this out. I hope you saw some cool stuff, and we look forward to getting Origin Crisis in your hands. So see you soon. Remember, PC Test, help us with operations, and if you're not jumping on there, I'll see you in an arena. Okay, take care.
Sony.